Yes, my name's David Howells. I started off as a broadcast journalist working in radio, worked for BBC Radio News, and then I moved into television, and I worked for ITN as a news producer. And when I stopped full-time work, I didn't think of retiring, and the volunteering aspect is really something I very much enjoy, because there's the feeling that you're putting something back into the community. A food bank really started not particularly as a food bank, but as a service for the homeless, to feed the homeless. That was back in 2010. People come here because they're hungry fundamentally, and through whatever circumstances they've come into, they need some help. So they come in here for food, to feed themselves, to feed them family, and there's an element also of a social side of it, and some people come here for the company as well. At one end we have a homeless kitchen we run here for people who are just hungry and need food and need drink. You have people coming in, suffering from hypothermia, who need a cup of soup, they need a cup of coffee, some basic food. We then have our basic service where they come in and help themselves. There was obviously huge changes during the pandemic, but it is not the archetypal sort of homeless person only that we're looking after here. It's people in work who are coming here, who are struggling as a consequence of the cost of living crisis, people who may have been made redundant, people who have been off work through sickness. There's a whole range of people come here with a whole range of needs. We have a basic service which everyone is referred to us by social services, council, doctors, and so on. All the food you see around you here is through very generous donations. And the supermarkets have been incredibly helpful. Waitrose particularly are very generous donors to the food bank. Donations, big boxes will come in. We have a sorting area. Everything is categorised, sorted. Very importantly, it's sorted by date. A warehousing system where everything is categorised into various foods. Then goes through onto what we call a picking shelf, and it then migrates through into our service area, and then it's taken by the users. So it's like a production line. So our public service workers, the people that we call blue light workers, so that includes firemen, police, nurses, carers, emergency services, they all have open access to our monthly shops. Well, there's a need in society. There are people less fortunate than yourself, really. As fellow human beings, why not help people out? We ask that people come for, I think, a minimum of 2 sessions a month. That's only a couple of hours. And some of our volunteers are young people as well. We've got a nice age range here. But I think the other thing to say is that there's a great sense of camaraderie amongst the volunteers who work here. We have a pool of probably 150 people who work in the entire system, not just in the shop here. I think it's really important that food doesn't go to waste, and if it's unsellable, it would be great if it can be distributed through food banks.